Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdraft here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're doing today is, we're going to be going out, we're going to be hunting some Molmans, we're going to be taking on some Summer Mayhem mobs. So, if you guys don't know, there's a few ways that you can participate in Summer Mayhem. You can go into the instances, you can go through those. I'm probably going to try and make a video on that later. But today what I'm just going to be talking about is sort of the simplest way to participate in a Summer Mayhem, and that would be just pick a teleporter that has the event mobs, go to that teleporter, and just start shooting. So what I originally did was I went here to Fort Pandora. Unfortunately, there's an event going on there right now, so I could not spawn at the teleporter, which means I don't really want to deal with that, right? Like, in the middle of a robot event, you don't want to be going out to hunt Molmans because those are two different types of armor, and it's just a mess. So what I did is I jumped in my trusty vehicle here after I tried to fly over here and realized I couldn't. Now I'm going to head over here to Monopolis, and then I'm going to jump over to another teleporter that does have the Molman event going on. I thought I'd just start here so I could let you guys know, like, don't go right to Fort Pandora, because that is going to be it could be a mess, right? If there's a robot event going on right now, like, or when you jump in there, it's going to be a bit of a mess, and you're not going to get the best experience. So my recommendation would be just to choose somewhere else. And that's what I'm going to do, right? So we can go to, I think it's like Fort Ithaca, there's Fort Pandora, which I'm at right now. I think you can go to Fort Zeus, and then there's one other one, Jason Center. That's the one I'm missing. So I know right around Fort Zeus, you've got a lot of level, like, 14 Molmans. So for you guys who are a little bit newer, Zeus is probably going to be the place to go. And in fact, that's probably, why am I doing this? Let's get out of the vehicle. I don't know what it's doing here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, for those of you guys who are a bit new, Fort Zeus is probably going to be a good one. I'm going to check out Jason Center real quick too, because I haven't been there yet for this event mob. I've obviously been to Jason Center in the past, but I haven't been there for this event. So I want to just check that out, see what's there, and then I can sort of give you guys a recommendation on where to go if you're newer. And we can get into it, just start hunting these mobs and see if they have any good loot for us today, because that's the name of the game, right? That's how you play this, right? You want to find the best loot. So it looks like this spawn looks a lot nicer than the Fort Zeus spawn right off the bat. I can see that. Let's go just sort of. Let's let this lab. All right, there we go. So you got some level 75s up there. And what do we have behind us? So that's way too high for me. For the record, I'm using Ghost Armor. I've got an LR25, which is decent, but it's not amazing, right? This weapon is not going to be able to take on some of these crazy, yeah, that's a level 106. So Jason Center is definitely not where you want to go. So far, it looks like Fort Zeus is going to be the place to call home if you're planning to participate in this event. But real quick, let's check out Fort Ithaca here, because I think this is an important part of it, right? Just to tell you guys, like, where to go. That's one of the hardest things, right? If you jump right over here, you're going to be a little bit disappointed, right? You're going to come over here, you're going to see level 75, level 105 mobs. You're going to think, hey, I can't participate in this event. But the reality is that you can. You just need to find the right place to go. So here we are at Jason Center. Here we are at Fort Ithaca. I'm not really seeing any mobs close by. So you know what we're going to do? I'm just going to, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say Fort Zeus is probably going to be where a lot of you guys want to start off and where a lot of you guys are going to want to go. So let's jump over there and we'll just start shooting there. Because what I don't want to do is just spend like hours exploring this, talking to you guys. I don't have the time for that, and you guys probably aren't going to watch that. So let's head over to Fort Zeus and start taking some of these guys out and see what happens. So yeah, for those guys wondering, all the medical stuff and everything like that I talked about is still going on, but at some point you've just got to, try to keep on, keeping on, I guess would be the saying, right? You just got to try and go back to normal and do what you can and go from there. As you guys can see, my ammo is built up quite a bit. So I've got 824 PDs of ammo on me right now. I'm not going to use that all during this hunt, but let's just see what we can get and let's see how it goes. If you look at my inventory, what you're going to see, nothing there, and I've got a few refined ores and end matter here, so we should be good to go. At level 14, these mobs are probably going to be pretty good. The Ghost Armor is probably not going to take too much damage from them, and my gun's going to be able to kill these Molmans pretty fast. So overall, this is actually going to be a pretty eco way to hunt. I'm going to be doing a good deal of damage before they even get to me. And in addition to that, the armor I've got is more than enough to take these guys on. So I feel pretty confident here. And if you're coming out with like an LR20, an LR15, this is probably going to be a place that you can go, right? I've got the A203 on my LR25. But if you can amp up an LR15, you'll probably be good to go. And if you can amp up an LR25 or an LR20, you're going to be good. Same like LR25, you can almost use that like straight out of the box, and you're still going to be fine with this. Again, it really does depend on the armor. You might be able to get away with the lower armor on this. I like to use Ghost or something. It's a little bit overkill, to be honest. I could probably downgrade to something like Shogun or Goblin or even Pixie, maybe Pixie adjusted. It's just, I feel like Ghost is a pretty good universal armor, and I like to just go out with that because even though there's a bit of overkill, it makes it a lot easier for this, especially when I'm doing these videos. A lot of you guys ask me why I'm not eco when I'm making these videos, and the truth is, if I decide to be eco during these videos, it's going to be a lot harder because there's a lot more for me to pay attention to. When I'm playing more eco, I've got to keep an eye on my HP, remember to heal, do every... Ooh, that was a good loot right there. 13.86 PDs of shrapnel. We got a sonic pulse amplifier. I'm not 100% sure what that thing does, but let's check this out here. Whew. It's got some good markup on it. Look at that, 1,872%. So that's actually a huge loot. That's really big. And the fact that these things are looting it, that's a really good sign, to be honest. Ooh, and here we've got a level 32. Let's try and take this thing out. I wasn't paying attention when I shot it. Let's see if I can take on a level 32. So again, LR25, we've got our Ghost armor, and it's hitting me hard. We're gonna have some trouble with this. Let's pull out an amp. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some trouble with this. I've got HDNA, but I'm not gonna use it because if I use that HDNA, it's just gonna kill me. I'm gonna try and come out and just take on this guy, just take him out. Yeah, I did not expect to see an LR32 or a level 32 there. That's much higher than I was expecting. So if there's you guys again looking to come out here hunting, pick your mobs carefully. I just learned that the hard way. Hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes and don't end up dying so easily. I just noticed I don't think my sound's coming through for some reason. So this happens every now and then when I'm on my headphones. Just the sound for Entropia Universe doesn't come through. So you guys are just going to be listening to the voice of Serial Overdrive, and you're not going to be hearing any gun shooting sounds, which sort of sucks. I hate to do that to you guys, but it is what it is, right? And let's see, are these shared loot? These are shared loot, so if someone did take this mob out for me, it would be good, but it looks like he's not going to do that. So let's see if I can't take this thing out. We're gonna have to use all the tricks in the book here. We're going to have to walk backwards, shoot him, and I think I'm still going to have trouble with this. He's coming on pretty fast here. He's missed twice, and I got 2 crit hits on him. That might be enough that I can take on this guy. All right, there we go. It only took 1 death to kill this Molokur. So I unlocked the challenge for it too. So you can see that's a little bit of a different level than the Malmans. Again, these you know, this is a pretty good spawn, honestly. You can go over here, you can take on some of the harder ones, and you can go over here and take out some of the lower level Malmans. So you can participate in this event, whatever level you are. And honestly, this is a pretty good spawn because they're separated nicely, but they're not too separate. So if you're a player like me and maybe every now and then you want to dabble with a harder mob, you can do that, right? You can take on these easy guys, and then when you want, just switch over and take on the higher level spawn. So I do really like this. This is actually a pretty good spawn setup that they've created for you, especially because the easy ones come first, which is always nice. It is such a pain when the easiest mob to kill is way over here, and the hardest mob to kill is just is standing between the revive point, you, and the mobs you want to kill. So this is good. This is good. And overall, the loot seems pretty decent, so I can't complain too much. I'm curious too. Let me know how you guys like this video. So this, I don't know if it's gonna feel a little bit different or anything like that. It might just be me internalizing things, but it does feel like it doesn't. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I get self-conscious about that, especially when I've been not playing as much. Ooh, corn silk. What color is that? That's a weird color. That is a weird color thing. And they have no markup to them whatsoever. Yeah, the coloring profession, that really died off, man. If you were a colorer, that just sucked. I actually did spend some time and some money skilling into the coloring profession. I thought, like, if I could use black paint, people would give me the paint, I could skill for free, it was going to be this great thing. And then I realized it actually takes quite a bit of time to skill yourself up to the level where you can efficiently use black paint that people just give to you, and that was sort of the end of my coloring experience. I did not get too far with that one, luckily, because if I did, that would be a pain in the butt. It's the same with a lot of these clothes that I have, right? I have a lot of pre-upgrade, pre-graphics engine upgrade clothing, because that was supposed to be super rare. And it's like, oh, they're never going to loot a business suit again. And I thought that was great, because I'm like, oh yeah, they're never going to loot again. People are obviously going to pay more and more money as these things get rarer and rarer. Especially because they're, it's apparel. People always like to have cool looking avatars. I thought I was like golden with that idea. Turned out I was wrong. And that's how it goes. And generally what I found too with Entropia Universe, for those of you guys who are thinking about investing in the game, it's best to just invest in the deeds and stuff like that. If you start putting money into clothing and doing a little bit of speculative investments, you're probably going to get burned with that. So these are all like level 32. I'm tempted to give them another shot. I know it's going to end up badly for me, but I'm tempted. There's no green dots by me, so when I do this, I'm not going to end up endangering anybody else. My mob isn't going to tank over to someone else, so it should be pretty risk-free. I can just mess around and see what happens. That's going to get hit by the... Oh, the turrets are disabled for this event. So that's nice. When they disable the turrets, that makes it... Ooh, 18.69 PDs. Honestly, if you just come out here to hunt these guys, it seems like that's going to be a bit of a golden ticket right here. But I'm serial overdrive. I like to take on things that I probably shouldn't and then get yelled at in my comment section. So let's give this a go. By the way, speaking of comment section, some of you guys are probably going to be very disappointed to find out that I've actually... Okay, he's gonna help me out. Cool. So I've actually started muting some of you guys. So some of you guys really do like commenting negatively on my videos, and after like looking into it a bit and thinking about it a bit, I realized that just was not a good. That wasn't good for my mental health, right? So here's how it's gonna work. If you guys comment as constructive criticism, you're cool about it. That's 100% legit. Like, I'm not against criticism. I'm not for censorship or anything like that. But if all you're trying to do is just rub me the wrong way and get me upset, I'm just going to mute you. And that means you can still watch my videos. You'll still be able to chill out, hear serial overdrive talk and everything like that. But you won't be able to comment anymore. It's just best for me. And honestly, I think it's best for the overall sort of feel for my videos, right? Because no one comes to my comment section. Hopefully no one comes to my comment section to see me get ripped on. And my hope is that when you guys, when you guys come here, you're just looking for good comments. You'll give me some positive comments. I do understand, right? Like, a lot of the constructive criticism does come from a good place. You guys are just looking to help me improve the product that I'm putting out, right? And that product is my videos, right? You guys want the best for me. You want my videos to do good. And when you see something that you think is wrong, you comment and you try and help me out because you think, hey, Serial Overdrive makes great videos. I like the guy and I want him to do good. So when he says, hey, Serial Overdrive here, and you don't like that I say, hey, you're going to comment on that, right? And for every person that hates it, there's another person that loves it. So I'm not going to stop doing that. But I do appreciate that is an opinion people hold. And when they comment something like that, they're trying to help me. That's not going to get you in any trouble with me. Like, maybe it rubs me the wrong way or something like that, or I take it a little bit too hard. But I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you're coming from a good place and you're trying your best, right? Like, you're not trying to antagonize me. You're talking to me, right? Like, that's just a normal conversation, right? You're trying to help me out. When you come on though and you decide to comment very negatively and just call me names or something like that, that's just, it's not something that I really have to deal with, and I don't need to deal with it. So I'm just going to mute you, and then if you want to comment more negative stuff, you won't be able to. And that's how it's going to be from now on. And I know a lot of you guys are going to complain about that, but it is what it is, right? There's nothing you can do about it. It's a decision that I had to make, and I think it's a right decision. I think 99.9% of you guys are going to be cool with that, and the ones who aren't are probably the ones that, aren't really in it. Wow. You're watching me for the wrong reasons, right? So that's all I've got to say about that, right? That was not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna get killed by this guy. I completely messed up there. He spawned way closer than I thought, and I just auto-targeted him. And that was a bad, worst case scenario for me. Let's see if I can out heal this thing. Ooh, look at that. He missed me twice in a row, and I just got lucky right there. That's what happens when Mindark knows what your account name is. No, I'm just messing with you guys. Completely messing with you guys. So, it is what it is. Oh. Let's heal up here. So, King's really helping me out take those harder ones on. But honestly, the loot here, the loot on these guys seems to be much better. So, I don't really have any... I should be taking on the lower level stuff because that's a little bit more eco for me. I'm not going to risk dying as much, and it seems like their loot is almost better. So, like, my recommendation, if you're going to come out here, take on the mobs that you're most eco or most equipped to take on, and you're going to do fine. As you can see, like, level 14, that's just where I happen to land. There's nothing wrong with that. The level 32s are a bit too hard. When I was shooting them and King was, it worked out, but now that he's gone, it's best for me to just take on these smaller guys, and it seems like that works out. Because the name of the game, right? Like, in the end, what you want is you want your PED stack to last as long as possible, and you want to have fun with it. And my idea of fun isn't dying every other mob. It's more like this, right? Chilling out, relaxing, talking to you guys, making these videos, just hanging out, and I think we can achieve that best with these level 14 Mulman. It seems like the spawn is pretty decent. Let's hope they respawn here before I finish this kill. Otherwise, then I'm gonna have to eat my words. But okay, I'm gonna eat my words. But you know, overall, it seems pretty good. And honestly, this loot's been spectacular. We're at 66 PDs of shrapnel. And so far, how much ammo have we gone through? We've gone through about 50 PDs of ammo. So again, I started out with 824. We're at 778. A little under 50 PDs of ammo with the amp. We're probably sitting around break even right now, which is always good because honestly, a lot of people, they get break even and they feel like they've lost. Or even if you get a little under break even and you feel like you lost, you really haven't, because this whole time you've been getting skills. You've been just keeping yourself in the game, playing, occupying your time. And that's pretty good. Like, if you can spend an hour or two playing Entropia Universe and you're down 50 cents, that's way less than a lot of people make it out to be, right? Like, 50 cents, that's less than like one drink at a bar. Or even if you're down $10, that's probably what, one cocktail. You know, you're gonna finish the cocktail in a couple minutes, right? Maybe not minutes. 20, 30 minutes, right? You're in here, you're playing this game for like 2-3 hours. Like, that's a pretty good return on your money. And obviously it does depend where you're from, because I've been to Eastern Europe. I've been quite a few places around the world, right? And I know, like, some of you guys, you're paying way less for your cocktails, and then some of you guys, you know, those of you in New York City or London, are paying way more for your cocktails. And London, I think, is the most expensive I've seen personally. I've been to New York City and they have some expensive shit, but London, my God, you guys. Some of you guys, I feel like, I don't know what's going on there, but like, cocktail prices are insane. The cocktails are good, but the pricing is just unbelievable. It's like, my God, $30? Like, $30 for a cocktail. That's ridiculous. If that cocktail doesn't, like, I don't know, $30 cocktail, if I'm ordering those on the regular, like, that's gotta come with something special. That should be a cocktail with a steak, or like at least a burger, right? Like, it should come with a bunch of cool stuff. If it's just like a normal cocktail, like, man, that's a little expensive. Again, it's good. I was there. I did it for the experience. But, man, that's some expensive stuff. And those of you guys who live in London and are like, Cyril, you're nuts. That's not how much it costs. I was at Sketch, which is one of the nicer places out there. Really great place. Like, honestly, if you ever go to London and you want to see some some bathrooms that make you feel like you're in an alien spaceship, Sketch is the place to go, and you won't be disappointed. Just tell them Serial Overdrive sent you. They're going to look at you like you're crazy because they have no idea who I am. But no, it's a must-see. If you're ever in London or if you live there, like, that's a must-go. Even though the cocktails are expensive, it's worth the price of entry. And, you know, drink one, don't go there, get wasted. That's the thing. Chomper Challenge unlocked. What the heck is going on here? How did I unlock the Chomper Challenge? I haven't been doing anything with them. That's alright. Well, I'll take it, I guess. And for rewards here, it looks like we're going to get some very light rewards on this. I'll come back to that later and figure out what I want. I'm right now in between skilling, so I'm not sure if I want to go for the damage so I can get up to that LR30, or if I want to go for more of a defensive type thing. I don't know. I've got to look into my skills and figure out what I want. So let's try and take on this harder one. Let's see how this goes. We're going to use all the skills that we've learned on my channel. I'm just being sarcastic here. But basically, we're gonna shoot this mob. We're gonna walk backwards. We're gonna try and take him out. It looks like we're gonna have some trouble. I'm gonna have to die and come back and take him again, but I'm pretty sure I can do that. I won't use the HDNA because if I use that, he's just gonna kill me again. I'm pretty sure. Actually, let's give it a shot. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna use the HDNA, revive myself. I don't know what this thing's doing. He like kicked. It's a little weird. Let's see if I can heal. Okay, no, that didn't work. Yeah, see, that's the problem, right? Like, I use the HDNA to revive myself, and because you're reviving right by that mob, it just kills you. If you're with a team, HDNA is great, though. If you're on your own, maybe not the best thing to use in these type of situations. And that was a bit of a waste of my HDNA, but yeah, it is what it is. Every now and then I make stupid decisions, and live and learn from them. That's one of the reasons too I make these decisions. I make like stupid decisions like this is because it's a learning experience, right? Like, you guys learn a bit from seeing me mess up, and I figure it's a service I provide. You get to watch Serial Overdrive make the mistake so you don't have to. I know it's not a service that anyone's requested of me, but it's a service I provide. And that is that. So let's, what's this guy doing over here? Zune. Alright, he's having some trouble. I might help him out after I get, oh, are you kidding me? Jesus, this thing healed all the way up already. Alright, yeah, there we go. I'll let him take him out. It's shared loot, so I can do that. I don't know if he thinks I'm trying to steal the mob from him or not. I want to mess with him, but at the same time, I saw he was like a little slow to kill, so I thought I'd give him a hand. Yeah, that we're not gonna do that. I thought that was gonna work out, but yeah, these things are healing way too fast. So I guess keep that in mind too. If you're coming out here, you're gonna try that like revive and repeat type thing that I just did. These mobs heal way too fast for you to be doing that, so it's probably better just to stick with some mobs that are more your level, right? But yeah, I mean, overall, the loot does not disappoint. We've gotten some cool stuff here, and the Maulmen, like, they're not super high level, but they're still worth taking some shots at. It looks like the level 14 spawn is a little bit low, which is probably going to be a bit of an issue, because it's just going to take, you know, you're going to have to sit here and wait for them to revive. I'm really tempted to go take some pot shots at these guys, but I know that's going to end badly for me, the level 32. Maybe I'll break out the, yeah, we can do it. We can break out some Mayhem armor and see what happens, right? I think that could be fun. Let's we're 22 minutes into this video. Let's break out the good armor and see what happens. I figure since I haven't been I try my best. Oh, all right, we've got to go get some extra pieces here. It looks like there's a few missing, I think. Right? Yeah, there's a few missing. Yeah, don't pay attention to anything in my inventory right there. Well, there's gonna be an explanation to that, don't worry. Awkward. No, but let's keep going here. Where do we have our Mayhem armor? I've got to find it. Is this Mayhem? No, that's Gremlin. I know we've got it. There we go. Foot guards. Do we have arm guards? No. Alright, Mayhem helmet. We found that. There's some arm guards floating around here in my storage. Now you guys get to see all the random collections and assortments of armor that I've got. I don't see the arm guards anywhere. It might be because my storage is filled that they're just not showing up, which is, it's a problem I've got to work out. It's like I've got so much. Oh, thigh guards. Alright. Didn't even realize I was missing those. Yeah, it's definitely not all showing up here. This is going to be a problem. Let's try and redo this here. So yeah, I've still got 500. It's like, oh, how did I get so much junk in my storage? I wish I could pay Mindark just to make my storage bigger. I'd do it. I'd so give them some PDs just to give me some extra space. Tell you what we're going to do here. I'm gonna make a mistake. I'm gonna equip this. I'm gonna equip that, and we'll Yeah, we'll just throw on some ghost arms. This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna make it. Like I said, this is service I provide, right? You guys get to watch me make mistakes, and free of charge. So yeah, we're gonna try and take on some level 32 mobs right here. I'm pretty sure this armor's gonna do the job. The ghost arms are gonna be a little bit weird for it, but I think we'll be able to make it work. So let's take on some big boys here. Some level 32 Moloch H-I-R, Molocher. I think that's how you say it. Sounds like something from Stargate. I really wish there was another like Stargate. For those guys who don't know, Stargate is like this iconic sci-fi series. It started around like 1997, and there was like Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, Stargate Universe. So it started like back in the 90s, and this thing lasted. This thing lasted for over a decade. It had 3 different shows, and it was just so iconic. I remember, like, as a kid, like, adult, teenager, whatever, right? Like, just always, like, going home, turning on the TV, watching my Stargate. Like, I love that show so much. I don't know how I got on that topic, but I really wish there was, like, another, like, a movie or something like that. When they first ended the SG-1 series, they're like, yeah, we're gonna put out movies, don't worry. They put out 1 or 2 movies, and that was it. And it's like, oh, you need to like revive that brand, because I really do like that. Like, that was such an iconic sci-fi series, and it was just so good, right? Like, they're always going to different worlds. You've got like medieval cities, you've got aliens, you've got futuristic stuff, you've got like timeline stuff. They didn't take themselves too seriously, but at the same time, like they had some like witty humor in there and some like good writing, and it was a truly like. It felt truly unique, and I know there was like a lot of cookie cutters. Instead of using a starship, they'd be using stargates, and eventually they were using starships and like craziness like that. But it was just so much fun to watch. I need to rewatch that. Like, I don't think it's on any streaming services, but I'm tempted just to go to Amazon and like buy it. There's a few shows I have bought on Amazon just because it's like I want those in my library. And Stargate, I feel like that's gonna be one that I'm just gonna buy the whole series, and I'll be happy with that, because that's it's got some rewatchability there for me. It's like childhood and good memories, right? But yeah, I wish they'd revive that. I know it would be horrible, it'd probably be campy, but it would be. I took him on. All right, I really don't want to do this because he's gonna be doing damage to my armor, and he's a little too low level for me to be accepting that. See, my armor just deflected his shots. That's not what I wanted. And his loot was actually better than these high level guys. Like I said, sometimes just because you can go big doesn't mean you should. But for these videos, it is a little bit more entertaining if I go big, especially if you guys made it this far. You should get a couple minutes of me taking on some level 32 mobs and being disappointed. Or maybe I'll get a global. A global would be good because that would be a nice little screenshot for me to use, right? For those guys who don't know, it tends to work this way. If I put a gold swirly in my video or in my thumbnail, more people click it. So, yeah, if I can get a gold swirly, that would be pretty nice. Right here? No. Sometimes after I say that, it shows up, and then I feel like a real pro. It didn't happen that time. So let's check out this. What are we at? We've got about 100 PEDs worth of loot here. And we spent about 80 PEDs of ammo. A little bit over that. So that's not too bad, honestly. That's a pretty good return that we're looking at. Honestly, I'm probably sitting around break even, all things told, which I'm more than happy with that. So yeah, that works for me. And for those guys wondering too, like, this Mayhem armor, so worth it. If you guys are thinking like, is L armor worth it? It definitely is, just because every now and then you're gonna run into a mob like this, and you're like, can I take it on? And if you've got the right armor, the answer is always gonna be yes. And that's one of the cool things, right? Like with the LR25, there's a lot of mobs I can take on, but I can't quite do them with my armor. And now that I've got this Mayhem set, I can just come on and be like, all right, we're gonna have to put some damage on the armor that we like, but it's gonna be worth it. And I can take on these higher level mobs and have a good time with it. And it really does add another dimension to these videos, because some of you guys come here to watch these videos and figure out what mobs you can hunt, and some come here to see me hunt cool stuff, and this gives me the ability to hunt more cool stuff. So hopefully we all like it. Yeah, feel free to comment down below. You guys know how it works, right? Like, comment down below on anything you want, and I'll try and reply to the comments so I get a chance to. Again, just with everything going on in real life, I'm not I tone down the comments. A lot of times I'll just like and love the comments if I don't have anything to say. So that's sort of my new, I used to comment on everything and be like, oh, thanks, or try and like make a response to it. That got a little overwhelming. So right now I'm in this mode of like, I'll just like and star it. And then you guys know that I saw your comment. I appreciate it. And I just don't have anything to add on top of what you said. Because sometimes that's all it is, right? You're just like, hey, Serial, awesome video. I can reply thanks. But if I just like and star or like and love, I think that's enough. You guys know, like, I appreciate it. I read your comment. I like it. We're good. So, if any of you guys notice that, hopefully you're not taking offense. And that's why. Just more stuff going on, and I don't have that much time. So this makes it easy. And obviously, I do have some time. I've done a 30-minute video here. And that's the thing, too. With a lot of this health stuff, a lot of it is just like, 420. A lot of it is just like you go to the hospitals, you do your tests, and then you wait. And that's like it's hard. It really is. You're just thinking about everything. But yeah, I'm not. The mindset's a little bit differently. I can't be sitting around commenting on everything. And I'm these videos are mostly positive, so we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Oh, I like how they've got some like little actions to it. Like, have you seen the way these guys attack? I don't know if I feel like that's a little bit new, right? Like, I don't think the mobs ever had this sort of attack. I like how that sort of, I don't know if you saw that last one. He did, I don't know if it's lag or what, but the Mulman did a little bit of a fake out before he hit me, and that was sort of, that was cool. I like that. It'd be cool if that was like timed up with dodges and stuff, right? Like if he does a fake out and my shot misses, I'd like that. That would be pretty awesome, but I appreciate that is a little bit more work than probably MindArc wants to do, because they have again, every company that you go to, they have a limited dev team, and MindArc's probably working with a little bit less than a lot of these other guys, so they've got to be a little bit more efficient with where they put their resources. But see, look at that, like a few different hits right there from that guy, so that's cool. And honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I think I'm going to have to recommend going for the lower level mobs, because the loot with those lower level 14 guys has been way better for me. I'm not sure if it's just because of my gear or what, but level 14 is definitely beating out these level 32 guys. If you guys come out here and hunt, let me know what you think. Is level 14 better than level 32? Especially those guys who can take on both. I just want to see if this, because this is the thing, right? Like, the more information I get, the more information you guys get, the more we can figure out if this is a loot thing, a luck thing, if this is a gear thing. Because like MindArc says, some of the loot isn't just based on, some of the loot, like the loot pool, right? Sometimes it's based on like eco, and sort of like that dictates what you get. So maybe because my setup here is just more on eco, it's taking me too long to kill these guys, I'm getting less loot than some of you guys with a better setup. So maybe someone with like an LR30 or an LR35 is going to come out here and they're going to be like, Serial, level 32, awesome payouts for me. And that's going to be like a nice little bit of information, because then I can say like, okay, like if I overshoot my mark, right? Like if I go for a mob that's a little bit too hard for me, that's going to result in lesser loot. And then we can sort of work with that and try and figure out the loot pool a little bit more. So here's what we're going to do. This video is getting a bit long. I'm running out of stuff to say. I feel like I'm repeating myself, and that's one of the things I hate to do, because then, ooh, all right, we're both shooting this guy, but it should work. Because then I'm wasting everybody's time, right? So what I want to do is I want to try and get one more of these. Oh, I'll leave him alone, I guess. Oh, all right, they're spawning on me. Let's pull back a bit. Oh, he looted it. All right, cool. I'm gonna pull back a bit, and then we'll just take on this one. This is the last one right here. Depending, yeah. No matter what, I'm gonna call it here. We're gonna go back to the trade terminal. We're gonna see where we're at and end the video. We're at 33 minutes. I think this was a pretty long video. This is gonna, it'll be good for YouTube. It'll be good for you guys to sort of connect with me a little bit more. Because I know that's the problem, right? Like when I'm not putting out these long videos, it's a little bit harder, right? When I'm doing these like short videos that are easy for me to put out, way less, they're actually not less stressful, but it's just a different technique, right? Like a real quick, like 2-3 minute Rust video, those are good because it's more long tail views, A, and B, like there's very little talking for me to do, so I don't need to require like this much energy. And this is like some of the stuff I'm on right now, like medicine wise, it's like it drains me. it's just like I get done with work and all I want to do is sleep. I've been sleeping like 12 hours. So it's some ridiculous shit, right? But yeah, so some of those shorter videos are just, I can just relax, play the game, and then when I get done with work, because I'm still working like 8, 9, 10 hours a day, I can get done. I can just do like a quick thing and then go back to just relaxing. Usually I'm just watching movies nowadays, but, doing whatever. So yeah, this takes a little bit, but I was feeling it today. I had a little bit of extra time, but I'm like, let's make it happen. So let's go in and total up this loot. But that's why you guys are seeing some of these shorter videos from me. It's not because I hate Entropia Universe or anything like that. I want to make sure you guys know that. It's just it's what I can do. And I do what I can do, I guess. So here we go. We're sitting at 122 PEDs right here. We went through about 110 PEDs of universal ammo. So we've got about 12 PEDs left for repairs. We're not going to hit that, right? So let's throw this in. Yeah, you can see right here, just right off this, I lost about 6 PEDs. If we throw the armor in, I lost probably another... yeah, I lost... Why am I don't know why I'm blanking on this. Okay. So I lost another, like, 750. So in total, I lost about 750 in PEDs, which isn't too bad, honestly. We got some really good skill gains there. We got to try out some event mobs. And if we're being 100%, like, truthful, there is going to be a little bit of markup to be gained here. If you look at this, like, 1,000%. That's going to be pretty sick for me. That's probably going to set me up for another, like, 2 or 3, maybe 4 PEDs in markup. So overall, we're probably looking only like 2 to 3 PEDs lost, which is pretty inconsequential, and that's a really good amount for 30-something minutes of gameplay. There's very few things that you can do for 30 cents and get 30 minutes of entertainment. So yeah, that's my first summer hunt in Entropia Universe. Hopefully there's going to be some more, but yeah, I appreciate the fact that you guys stuck it out with this video. Hopefully it was good. Let me know, because I'm very curious, like, if I have the same energy right now. If I don't, I'll try to come back with something better next time. But if you guys let me know, that's gonna help me out, and it'll help you guys out. You'll get better content, and I promise. If you're just like, hey, a little bit low energy, man, but it's cool, something like that, like, not gonna get you banned. If you come on and you're like, serial energy, serial overdrive, if your energy's horrible, you suck, and I hate you, that's probably gonna get you muted. And that just means you'll still watch the videos, but you just won't be able to comment. Or maybe, I don't know how that works, actually. You might be able to comment, but maybe I just don't see it. Either way, it works for me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys know where I'm coming from and understand what I'm saying. But, yeah, thank you for watching. And until next time, peace.